Hey everyone, this is Larry with Today I Feel Like. Today I'm going to run some errands and I figured, why not vlog with the Insta360 Go 3? And so I'm gonna do it. And one thing I really love about this camera already is the fact that it has a flip up screen, which makes it very, very easy to see yourself when you're filming, so you know exactly what you're gonna get while you're shooting it. So anyways, let's go run my errands and I'll tell you a little bit about the camera along the way. Now, another cool thing about the Insta360 Go 3 is that when you take it out of the action pod, it is so tiny that you can pretty much mount it to anything. So right now I have it mounted inside the car so that I can film, and I don't really have to worry about it coming loose or even being a distraction because it's just so small it doesn't even get in my way of me viewing anything. So if I have a larger camera mounted to my windshield or something, it might be a distraction, it might be in my line of sight, in my field of view, but because this camera is so tiny, it's not a distraction at all. So as I said, I have some errands to run, and one of them is that I wanted to buy a lens. I want to buy a lens, and there's a guy that I saw on Facebook Marketplace that is selling his lens, and originally I was going to drive out to him to go and buy it, but then he went and said he couldn't make it this afternoon. He asked if I can come this evening. I told him I can't make it this evening. It doesn't work for me. The evenings aren't going to work for me all this week. And so he said, hey, I'm going to, I'll come to you. So I said, all right. So I told him, I said, let's meet at the police station in my town. And so I'm just gonna head over to my local police station right quick and just verify and make sure it's okay that we can do this transaction in the lobby there, just so that everybody's comfortable. Makes me feel better that, you know, he's not gonna show up and try and rob me, and it's probably make him feel comfortable that I'm not gonna have him show up with a piece of expensive camera gear and try and rob him. So I think it'll work best for everyone. So anyways, after that, I need to actually go pick up some shipping envelopes so I can mail out some prizes to all of you who won prizes during my last Wine and Winners giveaway show. Now, one of the other features that is a favorite of mine about the Insta360 Go is that there is actually a magnetic pendant that comes with it, and the back of the action camera is actually magnetic so that you can stick it onto yourself or to other things. But if you're wearing the pendant like I have here, then I can go ahead and put the action camera right here on my chest, which I'm about to do as I walk into this police station. So let's go ahead on in and make sure everything's fine, and I can do my transaction in there later and see how the pendant actually works and looks. Now, one thing I would recommend if you're using this pendant is to put the camera in free frame mode. That way you can actually have it in vertical or horizontal, and also it works better with the horizon lock and all that good stuff there. So, all right, let's go. Oh, hi, I think I was looking for the police station.
Keep going.
Just go around the corner? Mm-hmm. Okay, thank you. Yeah, I just had a quick question. I was gonna buy a camera lens from a guy from Facebook Marketplace. I was wondering, can I do that here in the lobby? I just thought it'd be a good place where everybody feels safe and comfortable, so. Oh, the parking lot, front parking lot? That's the thing that people do, is they come here for that.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, a lot of people do.
Oh, okay, well that works. So right over here. All that area is good? Okay, thank you. Okay, bye. So apparently I came in part of the right way. I guess if I should have just come in the way I was heading, so instead of went all the way around. But this is the parking lot, so she's saying just come here into the parking lot and do the deal here. That way, I guess if you have any issues, you just scream for help, and hopefully a cop hears you and comes out and gets you. So, all right, well, this is what the footage looks like if you have it mounted to the pendant. And I do have it in the free frame mode because when I first started walking up, even though I said put it in free frame mode, I actually forgot to do it. And so I went ahead and switched it over. But let's head now over to my next stop, which is going to be Dollar Tree, so that I can get some shipping envelopes so I can send out some prizes to you guys. All right, I need to get into this store and go buy some stuff, so I'm going to take this action pod and put it in my pocket and put the camera on the pendant. Now, one thing that I have to mention about this camera that sometimes I don't even think about much anymore is the image stabilization. And that is because, well, with the Insta360 flow state image stabilization, it's just so good. It's just become invisible basically now. And that's fantastic. You just use the camera and it just works. And that I love. So right now I'm walking and it's just very, very smooth. Back in the day, if you try to walk with, even today, depending on what camera you're using, you'll get a lot of jerkiness and jitteriness and whatnot. With the Insta360 cameras, including the Go 3, it's just simply not a problem at all. Now, as much as I love this camera, it is not perfect and there are compromises that have to be made. And one of them is, well, that it's an action camera and you're often gonna have that action camera look. Now, you can help correct some of this because the camera does give you 4 different focal length or field of view sort of options. So you're going to get an ultra, you're going to get an action field of view, you're going to get linear, and then narrow. And so you can actually change through those and take away some of that action camera curvature that you often get. And I'm actually using narrow right now, which I think looks really good, especially when you're vlogging. Now, there are other compromises that will have to be made when using this camera, and one of them is the battery life. Now, it has a built-in battery, and both actually, the camera and the action pod have built-in batteries. They don't last the longest, but at least they both have batteries. So if you're using the camera by itself and it starts to go down, you can simply pop it in the action pod to top it off, and then you'll have your battery and the camera charged back up. So between the two of them, I feel like you can last for a decent amount of time, but just understand that the battery's not gonna be very long lasting, especially if you plan on being out shooting all day with this. Now, if you do plan on shooting all day with this, I would just simply bring a little, like a little power bank and plug it in, because this camera does charge up via USB-C. Now, the last compromise I want to mention about this camera is that there's a little bit of a delay of what's happening in the real world versus what you see on the screen. So if you are doing some sort of action or something, you'll notice that it's just about maybe a half a second of a delay between what really is happening in the real world versus what is showing up on the screen. But it's still very nice to be able to actually see yourself on the screen. And this sort of delay is true whether or not you're using the action pod and the camera together, or just using the camera as a standalone. All right, everyone, well, there you go. That is it. That is my running errands for the day and getting my shipping materials that I need and checking out the police station and talking about the Insta360 Go 3. So I think this is a fantastic camera. There's lots to like. There's a few things that I don't like that I think can be improved on, but for the most part, this is a fantastic camera that I think is gonna work well for almost everyone. So there you go. Anyways, I'm gonna leave links to it down below in the video description so that you can check it out. I'm also gonna leave links to my Amazon page and my social media contacts. You can reach me elsewhere. And I hope you enjoyed seeing this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up, and please subscribe to this channel and follow me on Instagram. And I'm Larry with Today I Feel Like. Thanks for coming back to see me. Come back and see me soon. And until next time, love, peace, and hair grease. Peace.